We are live. Hi guys, hope you're all going well. Today we're going to be doing another session with Vlad and William and Yuli. So I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm joined by William and Vlad. William just disappeared, but I'm not sure why. But Vlad, how you going, mate? Nice to see you.
All good. Thank you very much for having me. Nice to see everybody here inside Discord as well.
Yes.
Also, hello, David. Sorry, I forgot you want to
Hi
say
mate,
hello
how
at the
you going?
beginning. But
No.
yeah, exciting. Very excited for today because we are trying some new stuff out and could be something new for the community as well. Something that
Yeah.
we're not very used to, but it's the lab. You can test stuff. Something can go wrong. Something can do good. It's the lab,
Yeah. Absolutely. That's why we're here.
As long as it's no explosive involved, we are safe.
We're safe. Yeah, absolutely. Quick disclaimer, guys. As always, we're not in the slightest financial advisors. It's written down below on the orange banner. It's on the screen. We're not in the slightest the financial advisors. We're here just debunking strategies, doing our best to try and find new strategies. After December went a bit pear-shaped, it just shows us all that we have to do our own due diligence. But we are looking for other strategies to help us do mean reversion and things like that as well. And I say it goes pear-shaped. It didn't go pear-shaped for everybody. It just wasn't my best month of trading myself. So I'm just looking for different ways to diversify it. So please make sure you know what's behind the strategies that we're building, and make sure that you can only trade with funds that you can obviously lose. It's all risky. None of this is magic. And please also be very careful. There's a lot of fake Davids out there, fake Vlads and Williams and Lloyds, and I should imagine we'll get a couple of fake Yulis as well very soon. So please be very careful. If anybody does reach out to you and ask for your crypto money, it is not us, not in the slightest. I will never reach out to you directly and ask for anything. So please be very careful. Once again, this is being recorded on YouTube, so anybody can come in and watch it later. So if you do want to come and if you do want to come and talk, it's more than welcome. It's a community chat. We're here to answer any questions that we possibly can. But please, like I said, be aware that we are recording to YouTube. If you have any questions, as I just said, please don't hesitate at any time. Interrupt me. I do talk a lot, so please interrupt at any time, and I will answer your questions, or Vlad or William will answer your questions, or even Yuli might even be able to answer your questions as well. As I said earlier, I'm joined by the wonderful Vlad, the wonderful William, and wonderful Yuli today. We've got an exciting new strategy that Yuli's been working on. Yuli, I'm going to pass straight over to you. If you just want to give a quick intro to yourself, because we're always talking about you, so maybe a bit of a quick intro. How you going, mate?
Session, tell us about it, if it's okay, if you want something else, the presentation, the strategies, and so on. Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, guys.
Thank you very much.
So, yeah, thank you very much. And Vlad obviously is here as well. He's always here. Everybody knows Vlad, the wonderful Vlad. He does all of our optimization. He keeps everybody well and safe inside of Discord, and it's been helping me pretty much from day one. I reckon probably been here about 4 to 5 years. I should imagine, Vlad.
Getting close to 5. That's amazing.
5 years optimizing strategies. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So he's one of the I'd say one of the top tier people of optimizing strategies. He really knows his stuff now. He comes in here every day to do some optimizations. And yeah, so on today's agenda, I think that William's here as well. I can't see William. I'm not sure why it's gone. Are you there, Will? Ah, William, you're there. Nice to see you. Yes, William's here as well. William has a couple of microphone issues occasionally, but I think it's working today. Are you there, Will? No, can't hear you, William, at all. Can anybody else hear him? Yes. Yes, I can. Sure.
The new site.
Yes.
All it is this might be really simple if you could just possibly show like a 2-minute tutorial on it. I've been like a simple bot on the new site, but I've noticed the video tutorials being taken offline.
Yes.
And what I'm seeing now is you need to add an API.
Yes. Okay. William's here, and I think that William will be able to. That was Nelson, if I saw correctly. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nelson, lovely to talk to you, mate. Yes, William's here, so he'll go through a very quick tutorial of Trigger Trade and how to connect the simple bot. Everything's kind of migrating over to Trigger Trade because it's much more powerful, a lot faster, and it just means that we can have there's no extra cost or anything like that for David Tech members or anything like that. It's just that means that we can have dedicated support for that as well. So William will do if it's okay with William, do a quick tutorial throughout the stream.
Yeah, he sent me a YouTube video quickly. Just on a side note for William whilst there, I tried to access the new Trigger Trade V2.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
But I had issues logging in. So
okay. We will definitely give it a go. William, we'll give it a go today. You good with that? You gonna fix it? We can't hear you, Will, at all. So this is going to be complicated.
You're on mute on StreamYard, William. That's why.
Okay. No, I don't know if anybody else can hear William. Can we hear William or not? Is it just me? Nelson, whatever it is, we will do a tutorial. No, okay. Nelson, whatever it is, we will do a tutorial for you today, and I'll show you how to go through building a simple bot. No problem whatsoever. Thank you very much, Nelson. Okay, guys. So yeah, I know there's going to be a bit of teething problems when we move over to the new website. There's a couple of reasons that we're moving over to a new website. Europe's become extremely tedious for anybody doing sort of bots and things like that. There was two big reasons. One, with the bot system, everybody was jumping on exactly the same trading strategies, and it's good, but I just didn't want everybody to have exactly the same setups and exactly the same settings and everything, because when things like December does go a little bit sideways and a little bit down or a little bit not, mine was down about 8%, I think it was, through December. Everybody goes through exactly the same pain. So it was a sort of a company decision and also because of Mika and Europe and things like that, to go back to the main meat and potatoes of David Tech, and that is the strategies on Tradingview, and moving over to separating the trigger over to Trigger Trade, because Trigger Trade has always existed, and it's an anonymous way of using. We don't store any API keys or anything like that. They're all stored on your computer, so we can continue offering exactly the same services we did. Unfortunately, there's an extra step for you guys, but there is no extra cost or anything like that. It's not to earn more money or anything like that. It's just so that we can stay compliant and continue offering David Tech to everybody. But we will do you a full tutorial before the end, and if William can't do it, I will do it, no problem whatsoever. And today's agenda. So, guys, we're going to be going. It's the 28th of January. Today's agenda, we have the 5-minute strategy. We're going to build and optimize. Vlad, I'm going to leave to optimize while we'll work out, well, in the background, do an optimization while me and William do a tutorial of that way. I'll do
Perfect.
Tuto. Yep, fine. I was going to type it
Perfect.
in live, but I can't be bothered. Yeah, okay. So we have a strategy that we're going to be showing everybody. We've got the 5-minute strategy. We're going to be building and optimizing and all of that in an hour. I think the first thing I'll do is I'll go through the 5-minute strategy that we did yesterday because I didn't complete it. So I'm going to go over to my chart first of all, and I'm going to try and find the 5-minute strategy over here. It wasn't a good strategy. It was a terrible strategy. So I'm going to go through it extremely fast. So just so that you guys, and then I'll give it to everybody if you want to play around with it and optimize it and try to make it any better. This strategy is extremely popular on social networks and on YouTube and things like that. And I know a lot of people are trading it. So I decided to back test it mainly to see if it was any good. It is a very low time frame strategy. It's a multi-time frame strategy, but it isn't an unsafe multi-time frame strategy. It counts candles. So as you can see, what it is it's the New York Daily Open. On the daily New York Open, we count the first 5 1-minute candles, and then it creates this box. When price goes over and breaks out and then comes back down and retests, it's then we make the decision to take an entry as it comes out, as you can see here. There are multiple ways of trading this, and I've tested it on the Euro, and I didn't do a very good job yesterday. I panicked because it started to fail on me. But yes, I have traded it on Euro, on GBP, USD, JPY, all of these, and the back testing results are pretty bad. So here you can do it several ways. You can use mainly the main differences are where we set the stop loss. Either we set the stop loss on the candle that breaks the bottom of that, and then we use the take profit, which is R&R of 2, and then or we can use the daily high, which looks a bit more like this. This one didn't actually take an entry because the daily high was lower. This is the problem with this strategy, is that it actually doesn't take a lot of entries because of the daily high is so much higher. Let's try the 15-minute, the 5-minute to the 15-minute, sorry. 5-minute to 15-minute. I'm trying to find a valid entry where the daily high, there we go, there's one here. So this one here would have been the high of the daily, and as you can see, the actual take profit is a lot smaller. The R&R is awful on this trade. So yeah, I'll show you back testing results. It looks absolutely awful, and it does on every single pair and every coin. So hopefully, if you have been manually trading this will help you to not want to really manually trade it. I mean, it is absolutely awful. So there was another trading strategy that's going to the graveyard. That was the 5-minute one. I'll show you the YouTube channel. If I go to YouTube, can't remember the name of the YouTuber. If I type in trading strategy here, this one here, not that I'm really it makes any difference. It's just if you see the videos, you know to ignore that. This one here, and I think it was this month. I found it around here somewhere. Wasn't that one? Which one was it? This one here. It was the guy. These two guys. So it's this guy and this guy here. These have done this strategy quite often. So, and I'm 100% sure that the strategy yesterday it didn't work because I made a mistake. We coded it in 30 minutes. That's the wrong one there. I coded it in 30 minutes, but I've been coding it for about 2 hours today, and I'm pretty sure that it's correct and all of the rules are correct. So I'll share it with anybody who wants it. You can play around with it if you want to try and optimize it. We'll ask at the end of the stream for anybody's Tradingview name, and that way I'll send it to everybody who wants it. Wonderful. That was the first stop. Second stop, is to find a good trading strategy, which I believe Vlad and you have actually found a good trading strategy. Vlad, do you want to say a couple of words about it before we pass the mic?
So I would like to pass the mic to Yuli, but beforehand, I wish to talk about the today's general rough idea. So let's be honest, the boilerplate it's a little bit old. I think I made a good joke a little bit earlier today that it's like an 80s car, you like it, it's awesome, it has that V8 engine, whatever. But it's kind of slow when you compare to the turbos, to the what's available today. And we always slam just a lot of LCDs, making like a great paint job on it and so on. But it's still considerably a little bit slower when you're trying to optimize, when you try to have fun, you know. So I think that we are going to try, at least for today. Let us know, guys, if you wish to see the boilerplate rather than trying just the bare naked strategy. Let's just call it that way. I mean, just with like an entry and exit, and that's it. Because in my opinion, it's a lot faster. We can definitely make this a lot faster, the whole optimization process, rather than having the whole boilerplate. Which, of course, if we find something that has potential, that has everything, we are going to 100% apply the same old paint job, which looks amazing. That awesome V8 engine. You know, I like to make this joke. So pretty much apply the boilerplate on top of it in order to make it even more fun. Yuli, would you like to speak about today's project?
Just written, yeah. No. Just no. Carry on, Yuli. I thought it was muted. It's fine. Carry on. I couldn't hear you. Carry on. Sorry, mate. There, perfect. Yes, yeah.
By calculating the error between current price and a moving target. I tried a little bit to transform the general form of this method into trading so everyone can understand this. Also, as you saw last time, I am trying to add you some hints. Like here we have a scientific article. If you are curious about it, you can check it out and deep diver. So what it does this indicator? Well, it calculates three components to generate a final PID score. We have the proportional part, integral part, and derivative part. So just for you to be really easy to understand what's behind this method, imagine that the blue line, which is the reference signal or what we want to follow, is like a sudden breakout in price, you know? So the other lines show how the PID formula tracks that move. The first one, which is the basic one, we have the proportional part, which is basically the base reaction. You know, it tells the indicator how much to care about the current distance from the target. Now, if we go further, so just keep in mind that you can set up differently. You can have only the proportional part, the proportional and integrative, and so on. So if we add the integral part, we can notice the difference between the black line and the red line. For a low integral part, the black line overshoots the target significantly before settling. In trading, this means that the indicator might stay bullish for too long after a move is over. Also, for a high integral part, the red line settles much faster. It remembers the past error more aggressively to close the gap. Now, if we also add the derivative part, it will reflect in the smoothing or damping of the signal. Without these parameters, these lines would vibrate or oscillate too widely. You know, it acts as, if you want, as the brakes to stop the indicator from overreacting to noise. So the objective of this indicator is to identify specific trend milestones. You will see we'll have four points of interest by answering one core question. Is the current price deviation from the mean accelerating, entry, exhausting, exit, or simply noise, a dead zone? The logic flow of this indicator, or just to answer to this question, we'll take the price where we create a target price using a number of EMEA periods, so a method that you already know. Then we go to calculate the error by measuring how far price is from that EMEA and dividing by the ATR for scale invariance to be easy to follow the score. Now we apply our method, the PID math, combining the three weights that we already talked about, KP, KI, and KD. Of course, we smooth and normalize, converting the raw PID score into a z-score, so a standard deviation, also you are familiar with. We check if we have a volume confirmation by filtering entry signals with volume to ensure market participation. In the end, as a result, we classify the regimes, so we'll have entry if the score breaks the threshold, which is also an input. By default, you'll see it's like plus minus one, and we have an exit if the score reverts to mean. By the technical implementation point of view, firstly, the algorithm computes the error by measuring the distance between the price and the EMEA set point, then normalizing by the ATR. This ensures the score is scale invariant across different assets, so you can use it on multiple crypto coins and so on. Then the core engine computes three distinct components that represent the present, if you want to imagine. So we have the, on point two, we have the formula, just an easy imagination, the proportional part, as you can see, just multiplied by the error. So it is telling us what is happening right now. Then for the integral part, by imagination, you can say what happened. So it's in the past. That's what the integral does. And after, we have the derivative part, which is telling us somehow what will happen in the future. After we have the score smoothing and the z-score normalization to make the signals reliable, the raw PID sum is smoothed and then standardized using a z-score formula. This converts the score relative to the moving average, mu, into units of standard deviation, sigma. Lastly, the classification and signal logic. The script classifies the market state by comparing the normalized score, the z-score, against the user-defined threshold, called T. So we have, I already told you about it, 4 points, bullish entry if the z-score crosses above plus threshold, bullish exit if it crosses below the plus threshold, bearish entry crosses below minus threshold, and bearish exit crosses above minus threshold. So in the end, what you will see today, we have the outputs and visuals of this indicator. Of course, we have the PID score line, is a single line oscillating around zero, which can be green if we have an increasing momentum, or red for a decreasing one. We also use a reference point, the midline, which is set to zero, and also the thresholds, which by default are plus minus one. basically they are acting as the signal trigger zones. Points are only valid when the score breaks outside these levels. The signal markers, which are coded by colors, so we have P1, the green P1 circle, which means a bullish entry. Trend has broken above the threshold with volume, and we can stop our entry if we see a 0.2, an orange cross. Trend is still positive, but it's losing steam. Then for the negative side, we have the P3 as entry for bearish entry and P4 for bearish exit. Also, it was added a background heat map, a gray band, which is related to the dead zone or choppy zones. Occurs when the score is near zero within the dead zone. So this indicates price is coiling or in a chop phase where no clear trend is present. Also, by the inputs, you can change this dead zone. So when you test it, and if you see that something happens in this dead zone, or also between the thresholds, maybe you can find a better way to set up these values. So now that you made an idea about this indicator, I'm really glad to see again Vlad and David trying to optimize it to get some numbers out of it. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Hope you like it. Thank you.
Looks amazing. Looking forward to backtesting it. Okay. Right.
job.
Okay. Yeah, great job, mate. Great job. Guys, so the idea today was kind of doing another optimization session where I ended up buying dinner for Vlad, most probably because he's a better optimizer than me.
Don't tell me I'm skipping a
but-
dinner. Don't tell me.
Yeah, you're skipping a dinner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you very quickly the indicator on a TradingView chart. Then I'll show you how to connect through the through this strategy factory website. That will take me about 5 minutes, and hopefully by then Vlad would have 150 setups ready for us on all coin pairs, all time frames, ready to roll.
Okay,
Hold on.
I'll get to optimization then in the background.
Cool.
There you go. I'm
Perfect.
smaller. Now I'm done.
There you go. That's it. Yeah. Okay, guys. So let's go. I think I'm not sharing my screen
You're not.
again. Let's go
Yeah.
over to devices, all screens. This one.
Also, we have
here.
over here Soperator, one of the best community members. Thank you very much for your inputs, Operator. Brilliant idea, indeed. Thank you very much, Yuli,
Yes, what's
again.
that? Yeah, it was a very good idea. Very, very good idea. Right, okay. Right, here we go. Here we go. So I'm going to go over to the chart. So this is pretty much what Udi's actually built. Let me show you the indicator first. The indicator was on which chart? Why has it disappeared? Sorry, guys, it won't be a sec. Lost it. P. ID. With tooltips, this one here. This was the second one here. Okay, so this is the indicator that Udi built. He explained it very, very well. We've got P1, which is for a long entry. I believe, if I'm correct, tell me if I'm wrong, really. P2 is when we exit. Well, it's on the chart anyway, I can see. So P1 is entry for long. P2 is where we exit. And then if I can scroll around here, we have some P3s, which is a short, and a P4, which is an exit of short. So very different to the David Tech strategies that we normally have. Normally we have everything in advance. We have the ATR bands giving us a stop loss, our entry, and our take profit, everything in advance. This one's a bit more dynamic. There are fees and everything included. So let me go and make sure very quickly that we have fees included, not on the one that I have currently on my chart. We do have fees included. Actually, I'm going to leave it without fees for a minute, guys, because I'm going to show you on crude oil and all of those kind of things. So the fees won't be applied in the same way, but fully transparent, you will get access to the strategy as well. So you can add the fees that are correct for your exchange and all those kind of things. Yeah, so it looked pretty good on some crypto pairs, if I remember rightly, Vlad. I think you went onto Sol USDT and had a good setup. Let's have a look
Indeed.
very quickly at some other pairs as well, which is nice because we're not only in, we're on crude oil here, on crude oil on the 1 hour time frame. And this is just with this indicator, one single indicator. There is no other confluence or anything like
Fascinating.
that. There's no trend. And this is without any optimization whatsoever. We've looked through to make sure that it isn't repainting. Now, obviously, with all indicators and strategies, we'll always leave it into incubation to make sure it is working as it says. But it looks pretty impressive on the first one. Now, I believe if I go to 2 hours, we have a different kind of chart. Not as impressive. 30 minutes isn't great. Depends on the chart and on the time frame. It's not every single time frame, not every single asset. But let's have a look through some of these as well. Let's go over to Euro. Euro in green, I'll play around. Vlad's going to come up with some charts afterwards. I'm just going to go through the 1 hour at the moment. That way, Vlad can pick some great ones whilst I'm going through. Okay. So we haven't got great on Forex. On other time frames, they do look better on some other ones as well. Okay, let me choose a different time frame very quickly, because we were going through all these a couple of minutes ago and we did have some better results on different time frames, maybe. Okay, so 15 minutes for that one there on gold, on those. 15-minute. Oh, it's
Update
not
report.
updating the report. Yeah. Thank you, Tradingview, for that wonderful feature. If I remember rightly, silver was absolutely brilliant on 1 hour. Let me go. We got 15-minute here. 1 hour, maybe. There we go. 15-minute, 1 hour, the 2 hour, and then on some crypto pairs like USDT, and I think Bitcoin was a bit sideways, if I remember you rightly, you saying, Vlad.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Update report.
Yep. Cheers, mate. Okay, so yeah, on Sol, 2 hours, 1 hour. Not so good on the 1 hour. 30 minutes, I think it was 30 minutes, if I remember rightly. Yeah, 30 minutes looks good. 15 minutes, not so good. 5 minutes is obviously going to not be good at all. So yeah, I'm going to leave Vlad. Maybe, I don't know if you want to explain any of the settings or anything, Vlad, or you're just going to go straight over to some optimization.
I'll just browse some more until I find something that I would like with a lot of
Okay.
trades, with potential, I would just call it that way. And
Okay.
we can get into optimizing. It won't be longer than a couple of minutes, guys, just because, again, we don't have the rigorosity of the David Egg boilerplate. It's just like 10 fields and that's it.
Yeah. And the Vlad was saying about the boilerplate afterwards. We will have to build some kind of boilerplate for all of these strategies, because there was one thing that when we were building this that we did come across, and that was the fact that it looked absolutely amazing, and it does look still absolutely amazing, but it looked absolutely amazing when we first back tested it, and the reason is because there wasn't a default stop loss. So although on TradingView it looked like it was only ever dipping down, I think it was like 4% max in a loss. We did realize that these kind of things we actually have to bake into every single strategy. So yeah, we will continue to use the boilerplate, but we'll also build something that's a little bit more lightweight that we can actually optimize a little bit faster, find settings a little bit better, make sure it always can work with either Strategy Factory or Williams trigger trade. There will always be ways for us connecting it, because it's great having a strategy, but if we can't trade it, there's no point. So yeah. So, right, I'm on Strategy Factory. Vlad's going to go through and find some pairs and do a bit of optimization, see if we can find something any better. And yeah, so I'm going to show you guys how to do a connect your trading strategy over. This Strategy Factory is literally for the David Tech strategies. The reason, like I said earlier, is because of all of the MiCA compliance in Europe and even in Dubai now. There's there's many more licenses and things like that. We have to become compliant, and the only way for that is for us to keep the API keys anonymous. I believe that William is.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. All good. Okay, so I'll do this one, Will, and then you can do a trigger trade straight after if that's good.
Okay.
Fantastic. Okay, so so I'll go through Strategy Factory. Strategy Factory is only David Tech strategies, but we will migrate everything over to Trigger Trade because it is 100 times faster than Strategy Factory for taking your entries. The Telegram bot is much better. Everything is 100 times better, and like I said, we can have dedicated support just for the connection, no extra cost or anything like that. It's just a way for us to be able to properly do things. So I'm going to go over. Let me find a David Tech strategy. I believe this one is a David Tech strategy just here. No, it's not.
No.
This one above. Yes. Okay. So this one's a David Tech strategy. So the first thing you need to do on your David Tech strategies is scroll all the way down to the bottom here, and you will have to set up the strategy so that it is in real-time trading and no longer backtesting. So to do so, you go down to the bottom, you make sure it says live trading, and you set the live trading to today's date. So we're all the way back here. I don't know if there is a button for today's date on here. Oh, we're miles away.
There isn't.
There isn't.
You can click on 2024 up top.
26 Jan. And we are the 28th. Okay, so 28th of January 2026. The time, I'm currently in time zone New York here, so it's 1900. Will, your mic, mate.
Oh, sorry.
Where you're getting up. Come on. All right, thank you very much. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to put it on at 2000 hours in about 10 minutes time. So what this does is it converts the strategy from being a back-tested strategy into a live trading strategy. The reason for this is that if you have $100,000 in the properties up here and it's been trading for I don't know, 5 years, and now the actual the strategy thinks that you have $200,000 instead of $100,000. So the position sizing will react to whatever the calculation was on the most recent trade. So if we put it into live trading, it's saying, okay, we're not going to do back testing anymore. We're going to start today as live trading. So now we have to actually go up to properties up the top here as well and set this to exactly how much is on your Bybit account. That allows for the calculations of the amount for each order to be made upon your amount. So if you've got $1,000 on there, put $1,000 on there. I think it's 100,000 on there currently. You don't have to test it and touch. So you don't have to touch anything else. Just literally here how much is on your account. That way, when your 10% is set, it will set to 10% of that balance. Right, I'm going to scroll right away back down to the bottom. Did I get to the bottom? So we're in live trading. All of this here is set up perfectly. And there's a couple of different kinds of bots, but as these are David Tech bots, we're going to be using the simple bot, which is just here. What this does is it allows everything to be set inside of Tradingview, meaning that the take profit, the stop loss, everything will be generated by Tradingview and sent directly to the server. Use safety TP and safety stop loss. What that means is it's going to send directly to the exchange. I'm almost repeating myself. The TP and stop loss, so it is in the exchange, and we're not using Tradingview for the alerts. There is one kind of downside, and that is that you will get an alert from Telegram saying Unfortunately, no. We've tried to close. No, not unfortunately, but we've tried to close your position, but it's already closed because it's hit the exchange stop loss or take profit. Because it obviously is going to be faster doing it through the exchange. So we want those where possible. We want them checked. The only reason not to check them is if you're using a trailing stop loss, and there we do have to use the Tradingview alerts because there is no real trading stop loss on the exchanges. There are, but they're not the same as the ones that are coded in Tradingview. Other things would be this, which I certainly wouldn't suggest you using, but this here, which is ignore wicks. This here is pretty powerful, but pretty dangerous as far as I'm concerned. What it does is if your stop loss is set and it's just a wick, it won't take you out. It waits for a full close below the stop loss to take you out, but I wouldn't use that anyway. Multiple take profits, all of that you can use using the simple bot. Telegram ID. I won't show you how to do that because I don't remember. Well, it's not I don't remember how to do it. It's just I haven't got everything set up. I didn't expect today. You do have to go onto Telegram. You have to get your ID from Telegram. There's a user ID bot that you have to install. It's not one of ours. It's just a user ID bot. But be careful. There are quite a few scammy bots out there. So I will send a link in general chat in the morning. Just put your Telegram channel ID there. And what that will do is it will send you all of the alerts directly. That's done. You're all done on this part of the Tradingview. Everything is done there. You press OK, and we're ready to roll. Next thing we're going to do is set up here. We're going to go over to the top, and we're going to click Add an alert to the name of the strategy. We click there. First thing that we need to do here is go fill orders only just here. Just like that. Fill orders only. You do fill orders and alerts, you risk of getting a double alert and maybe a double entry on your exchange. Often it doesn't happen, but sometimes on old strategies it might do. So order fills only, you click there and that will send you exactly what you're expecting over to your chart. Then we move over to message here. You give it a name, test. Then we go over to here and we go back to the Strategy Factory website. So I'm here on the connector, which is this thing here, this wonderful thing here, the Tradingview connector. This allows you to connect the Tradingview strategies, David Take strategies only over to your exchange. Now, Trigger Trade allows you to connect any strategy whatsoever from Tradingview over. The Strategy Factory is just a simple way of doing the David Take strategies only. So we don't store any API keys on our servers at all. We store a session ID, which allows us to see, well, not us, but it just records every time there's a trade. It just goes 1, 2, 3, 4 trades. That's it. That's all it does. It's very, very simple. If you want to follow all of your trades and everything, we've partnered up with Trade Harbor. What Trade Harbor does is it allows you to follow every single bot with full detail. It's all included in the price of David Take. It's absolutely amazing. But I won't go into full detail. But David Take doesn't do that. It just counts the number of trades and that's it. We go over to start automating. We click David Take AI. Unfortunately, the YouTube video is missing because my channel yesterday, I wrote the wording giveaway in the title and they banned my channel for 7 days, I think it was, or something like that. Not the main channel, a secondary channel. So unfortunately, that video is no longer available at the moment. Press got it. We're going to go over to your exchange and choose your exchange. So currently there's Blowfin and Bybit on the Strategy Factory website. There will also be 2bit. If you're looking for other exchanges, Trigger Trade does exactly the same as you can see on here with lots more exchanges. So I'm going to choose Blowfin and Bybit. Guys, in the chat, do you need me to show you how to set up an API key or are we good? I'll let everybody answer.
Sorry, David, can I just ask regarding that, have you got to set up an API key every time for a bot?
No, you can use the same API keys for every single bot. The only reason that you need to
Okay.
is if you have multiple sub accounts. It's one single API.
I got you. It's just obviously when I set up my API keys with both Bybit and Blowfin.
Yes.
I obviously at the time I didn't make a copy of the API secret.
Okay.
And if you log into your Blowfin, I think it was a Bybit, it's
Yes.
all like crossed out. So I suppose the only way round is just to create another one. Is that
Yes, there is.
correct?
There is.
Am I
That's the
thinking?
only way, unfortunately. Sorry, Nelson.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Schoolboy error on my side. I've learned. Okay. I shall make a note next time.
No problem. Thanks for taking it well. Unfortunately, I'd love to be able to continue doing like we used to before, but the European Union doesn't allow me anymore really to do it. So yeah, thank you very much for understanding. Right, so I'm going to continue. We're going to give it a name. This just literally puts you on the server here so that you can find the one. I'll give it a good name. Don't do tests like me. Give it a good name because that way you'll be able to see exactly which strategies work with it. Nelson, while you're there, also you can actually even use if you've still got the code, which I'll show you in a minute. If you've still got that code, you can use that code on multiple strategies. You don't have to build a bot for every single strategy. You can use the JSON code that I'm going to show you in a second for multiple bots. Your API keys here. Good here, bro. Okay, I'm gathered you separated that you're good, mate. We're all good. Fantastic. So I'm going to just type in anything here. Dear, oh dear, it's not hidden, so you can see my API keys. We're going to press next. We don't even check to make sure they're valid because, like I said, with the European Union, we're just not going to take the risk of getting in trouble. This here is where we get this code here. So Nelson, this is the code. If you've still got this code in one of your other strategies, you can literally just copy and paste that into your other strategies as well, because that will work. You don't have to build one for every single one. It automatically detects that it's a different strategy on a different coin pair, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we're going to copy this over to TradingView. I'm going to go over to TradingView over here. We're going to paste it in here just like that. And then we're going to go back over to Strategy Factory. We're going to click here. That's going to copy that to our clipboard as well. And we're going to go over to notifications. Normally, when you set up the app, it's just like this or something like that. We're going to go here and click webhook URL. And we're going to paste that in there just like that. We're going to press create. And that is it. When you go over to your alerts, I won't show you my alerts, but you'll be able to see a new alert has popped up. Don't forget to save. You save there just like that. And then it has popped up here just like that. If you go here, you can pause a bot, you can delete a bot, and that will stop it from running or stop it from recording. You do have to stop it inside of TradingView as well because, like I said, we're not recording any of the data other than the number of trades. So please, if you do want to stop the bot, go to TradingView and remove the alert as well. So that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. And like I said, if you still have that code, you can drop it into as many strategies as you want. You don't have to create a new code for every single strategy unless you want to separate it here on the website. That's it. That's the only reason the two. So it makes things a little bit easier when you've made that first strategy set up. And that's it, guys. That was for me. Trigger trade. I think William is going to go for a quick overview of the differences on how to use trigger trade. William, you good? No, we still can't. I can't hear you. You're not on. Oh yeah, you're not on StreamYard. That's right.
I'm not.
Everybody else can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Everybody can hear me okay? Okay, just let me set up my screen
Yeah,
share
yeah.
quickly. So I want to share. Okay.
I think
So everybody should be able to see my screen normally.
not on the StreamYard.
So let me share on StreamYard as well.
I'll do it for you, Will, on here.
Okay. Okay. So when we're streaming directly on Trigger Trade, when you're setting up on Trigger Trade, once when you logged in, you can either go two ways. You can go directly through the generator. So this generator here will create you an alert services. So like David said, we can actually set up any kind of bot inside of Trigger Trade. So we can use David Tech strategies or none. Yesterday I went through how to set up the advanced generators. Today we're going to go over to how to set up with the simple bot. So very simply to David Tech setup, all we're going to do here is we're going to enter in our API. So once again, like David said as well, we don't actually check if anything's valid or not. It just generates for us. So here we're going to have the full of our code and the webhook URL that we're going to be using. Here we can select through multiple exchanges. So where we've got Bybit, 2bit or Blowfin. So we can select any one of these and it will generate the link for us accordingly. So I'm just going to stick with Bybit. So we can generate the code. And also now we're going to go over to Tradingview and bring up David Tech strategy. So once again, same process as David earlier on. So we're going to set up our property area here. So we're going to input the amount of funds that we've got. We're going to leave our default order size at 100, like currently for you, and go into our inputs. When we go to our inputs, we're going to go, first of all, is check, make sure if we're using a dynamic position, we're going to check, make sure our percentages and leverages are correct. So here, so we're going to see how much we're going to be using on our portfolio. If we're going to be using a percentage of initial balance or a percent of balance itself on the exchange. And then after that, we're going to scroll down. And David, you're sharing your screen, remember?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
just.
okay, sorry, I was- yeah, 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 okay, sorry, I was-
And so when you go down, we're going to go into our simple bot and then activate our simple bot, same as David Tech here. We're going to go click on live trading. So once again, we're going to set today's date. There we are, 2026, January 28th. We're going to set our time zone, so UTC plus 10. So I'm just going to put it as a random time. So on my screen currently at the moment, it is 100 hours. Always give it a bit of a latency personally myself. And also we're going to check use simple bot, use safety stop loss, and take profits, same as David said earlier on. When we're using simple bot, if these are unchecked, it doesn't actually set the take profit or stop loss to the exchange. If not, it will just be relying on alerts itself. Telegram channel ID, here we can get from the bot that David said earlier on, we're going to use our tm.me/user-info-bot. Get that, open up this Telegram exchange, and that way it will directly create the UID for you. And then I'll go back to the website, David, to the Trading website. So copy everything out the text, and we're just going to bring back up Tradingview once again. So once we've done all that process here, we're just going to click on OK, and then I'll click on the three dots up here, click on alerts. Here we're going to check, make sure all of the currencies are correct. So we're going to check out symbol is correct based on the chart. We're going to check our condition is full, so we're actually using the correct strategy, because if you've got multiple strategies open on the exchange, or if you want to trade based on the price, for example, here we're going to be using the David Tech strategy once again. Order fill, here we're going to set order fill only. So do be aware, if you don't set the order fill only, your trades will open up twice on your exchange, because that means the Tradingview will actually send out two alerts. It will send order fill and an alert function itself. So when it sends out both of those functions, it sends out twice, so it'll double up on your orders. And also we're going to go to our message, select the whole of the message, input the text that we generated a minute ago on Trigger Trade, and also we're going to go to notifications. And also after that, we're going to copy our webhook URL and insert it into the area here from the website itself. So we're going to get the webhooks and copy it over and send it over to the website itself. And insert it here, sorry, wrong button there. So here is a test account for the just me setting up when I'm trading, when I'm showing you guys. Your webhook URL is a bit different than mine. You'll have you should have fastcloud.david.tech/2.0, which is the partnership which we done with David Tech, so it enables everybody to have fast trading for you guys. Just closed the window by accident there, so sorry about that, guys. 2 seconds. And generate it. So here we're just going to copy that here, copy, click on there. As you can see, it pops up a message saying copy to clipboard, and we're just going to insert it here. Like I said, for DavidTech members, you will have you've got a link which is fastcloud.davidtech.com exchanges. So that will be all of your links for you guys based on there. Click on it, create, and also it will just appear as a new strategy open here for you. So when you've got your alert active, it will show as being active inside of the actual alert chart inside of Tradingview. It contains all of the code for which is based on trigger trade. I was just checking just 2 seconds ago because I said to Algo Bot Scraper a second ago, if you had more funds, he had a question about the bots. If you add more funds after 10 days are taken, do you have to then go input and set out the initial capital? So that is a very good question. 2 things which you need to do is, first of all, is to go back in and set up your properties once again, if you add more funds. And then after that, once when that's done, in the future, you also need to create, so for example, if I go and add, let's say, $1,000 to my account, I'm going to add $1,000 here. And what I've got to do then after that is go back and remove this alert and re-add a new alert. And once again, make sure all of your only and recopy the code that we generated there on. If you don't do that, so what happens when you're using Simplebot is all of the data is calculated inside Tradingview, then also sent over directly to the actual exchange. If you don't do it that way, and if you don't update it correctly, it will still maintain the old portfolio amount on the account, and I'll send that. That means that it will send out the wrong amount of contracts. So, for example, if you're trading 10% of your portfolio each time, instead of sending 10%, it could be sending 8% or 4% because of the conversion rate based on your added funds you've added. Once again, you have to do that either when you remove funds or add them as well. And that's how you set up bots with Trigger Trade and set up the simple bot using Trigger Trade.
Great. Well done. We've got a couple of questions. William, could you look at my
Yep.
screen just for a second? Could you right mouse click on my name like that? No, like this here, and move my volume down.
Your volume is down. You've done it 0 already.
Is it?
Yep.
Wonderful. Why not is then? Oh, it must
Well,
be your
echoing.
screen.
Well, can you hear your echoing? Can you?
Hello. Hello. Oh, that's it. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Unable to log in with the. All good now. All good now.
Speak
Can you
now.
hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
at the bottom right corner, there is like an icon for the volume. And on William, it was like on maximum on your end. So that's why I think we were echoing.
Ah, okay. It's weird. When I was sharing Williams, it was echoing. I'm not sure why. Anyway, we're all good. We're all good.
So Algo Bot Scalper says, so in Trigger Trade setup stays the same. But if you want to change something, capital amount, leverage, etc., you need to just change the alert. Yeah, that's correct. Always make sure, even if any properties you change inside of the trading settings, they do not reflect on your alert until you refresh the new alert. So make sure you always update your alerts. If you see a more profitable strategy, more profitable settings inside of it, make sure you always update your alerts at each time.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much.
Women Trading says unable to log in Trigger Trade with Whoop. Do I need a new account? Nope. So the Whoop account for Trigger Trade currently is only for new Trigger Trade members. It's not connected with the DavidTech Whoop accounts. So if Women Trading, you've had a Trigger Trade account before, so you can still log in with your email and previous password. Static or dynamic pairs from Soperator, so it still remains the same with Trigger Trade as previous versions. When you're using DavidTech accounts, we can always use dynamic coin pairs because we've got placeholders which are fitted directly. Placeholders meaning it goes and gets from the chart itself based on DavidTech strategies and implements it directly. If you're using other trading strategies, you can always find it inside of the alert section. On the Tradingview, when you go and set up an alert, you can also check on message. There is an area which is add placeholder, and you can actually find a multiple row of placeholders available from your accounts, but always check with the third party that they are using the same trade placeholders as Tradingview to be able to open up a trade.
Yeah. Perfect. Wonderful. Well done, Will. Good. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Vlad, how's the optimization going?
So far, so good.
Good.
Okay. Now I'm also muted in Discord. Test 1 2. Can you hear me all right, guys?
Okay. Yes, we can.
Perfect.
Good.
Thank you very much, Ili.
Okay.
I've done just two very simple optimizations. One would be over silver and one would be over Solana, same time frame, pretty similar inputs as well. Should I share my screen over Discord and you, David, take over the share screen from my end?
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, as long as it doesn't
Perfect.
echo, that'll be fine.
Just make sure you do mute me on your end from the bottom right corner. There is a small volume button right there. Let me just share my
Oh.
screen.
Okay, from the live. Okay, watch the stream. Okay, so here. Okay, perfect. Didn't know that. Yeah,
Perfect.
good. Yes. Okay,
Good.
mate. Oh,
So, stream has ended. Oh no, mine is good. I hope you guys can see over David's screen. I cannot see at the moment, but he will be my
Yes.
optimization over silver over 2-hour time frames. I mean, it's nothing extreme. I mean, I kind of like it. It's like, of course, it's like over 7 years, and you get like 360 days times 7. That's like 2,500 days. You get about 200 and something trades. So again, that's like a trade every 10 days, somewhere on that average. I'm not sure how frequent algo traders over silver trade, but I guess it's good enough. Like it's a bare minimum start. Just imagine if you get multiple strategies over silver, gold, and whatever, and you plug them in together. I just hope it's like similar to crypto, because that's what we are doing here, in case you're not familiar with that. Diversification. I hope it's global. And yeah, pretty happy with the results. Also with the Solana, I don't like the recent dip over here, but I think it's recovering, so all is good. This one has 500% profits, 22% maximum drawdown. We are pretty familiar with these kind of results. Total trades 312 on a period of about 4 years and a half. That's pretty decent, half decent at least. The win rate a little low. Like you do expect to win once every 5 trades. So the win rate aspect is not the best one, but as we discovered with like the ABC strategies and everything from that area, win rate isn't one of the most crucial things, as long as whenever you win, you are eclipsing like the other 20 or so trades that were the losing ones. Profit factor 1.71. On the silver one, the profits were 270%, maximum drawdown 12%. I hope these results are pretty good on the silver. I'm not sure on the maximum drawdown, but 270%, that's pretty sweet. Total trades 231. The win rate, again, a little bit low, 28%, and the profit factor of 2.35. And that's pretty much it, guys, with the strategy we had for you for today. It will be made available, I believe, next week. I'm not sure based on our video schedule. Maybe David could put a light on this one.
It'll be available to everybody, as well, anybody that's in the chat at the moment. If they put their name in, we'll
Right.
quite happily invite everybody. But officially available, I should imagine Friday next week will be the day that it gets released on YouTube.
No pinky promise. So far ahead, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so far we've got 3 videos done, so we're getting back to where we were, guys, which is nice. We're going to be looking, like I said, into, and I think the Uli's actually got already a strategy that he's started, which is mean reversion and all of those kind of things. So looking forward to it. It's going to be good.
Exciting times ahead.
Guys, yes, it is. Congratulations once again to him. He's done a fantastic job, considering he only really started a couple of weeks ago. We've got some really good findings already. Congratulations, mate. Guys, this issue that's amazing. Guys, if you want the strategy usernames in your in the chat at the side, if you don't mind, please, and we will send you the strategy.
Just through this stream, guys, Everything beyond will have to wait until the full release. The suite video, the documentation, the everything.
Yep. So let's go. We're gonna go and we're gonna send this one. Guys, I've also got the 5-minute one. If you specifically don't want it, the 5-minute strategy, just say I don't want the 5-minute strategy. That'll save me some time and you some headache from having to remove it from your account afterwards. Don't want 5-minute, okay? That's not a bad win rate, I've got to say. Only one person doesn't want it. Cool. Right. We're good. Fantastic. Perfect. Right, guys. Just bear me 2 seconds. Am I sharing my screen anymore? I'm not, am I? Yes,
No.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
I am sharing it directly on. Am I sharing it? No, I'm not sharing it anymore. Right, okay, guys. You're going to just give me a couple of seconds. I'll let Vlad and William talk about anything they want to. I'm just going to see if I can upload this and do it now because it'll make it easier for everybody. Let's go.
On our side of things, yeah. Make sure, guys, to check the Discord events tab. We have an event pretty much every day. Either getting started with the optimization, getting started with algo trading, getting started with David Tech altogether. If you have any questions about David Tech, if you want me to prepare something ahead, make sure you do send me a question in private or tag me directly inside the Discord, general chat, the elite chat. If it's private stuff, the DMs as well. However, I'm pretty much getting spammed with the DMs, so a little hard on that one. But yeah, all good on my end. Tomorrow, again, guys, another live in the evenings. Also, getting started session. Yourself, William, you have the Mondays, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. On Mondays, live stream with me for setting up trigger trade, whether it's simple bot, advanced bot, David Tech strategies, any other strategies, and be also adding new exchanges in the upcoming future as well for anybody, which you can find directly on the Trigger Trade website front page under the exchanges. You'll get to see which exchanges are coming to it.
Okay, guys. Right. What I've done is the 5-minute one. I've just literally put it in as predicted. I'm going to put it into. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put it into the chat. It'll be easier for everybody for me just to give you the link. To do the add this one to your chart. You don't have to be invited. It is
There's
there
also
for
a
you
question
guys.
for you, William. In the meantime, if you can take a look.
Okay. Maybe there you go. Right. Okay, guys. Can you hear me still, Fred? Are we good?
All good.
Yeah.
All good. All good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I've put in the chart for anybody who wants the 5-minute strategy. It's there if anybody wants it. You can add it to your chart by just literally going use on chart by there. Using chart in the bottom right hand corner and below the chart. You can add that directly to your chart. For Uli's one, I've got to get the code off of him. I will have to bribe him because I haven't got the code on my own Tradingview because I didn't realize when you press the copy button, it hides the code. So I'm going to have to bribe him, unfortunately, guys. I will get it to you this evening or. Oh well, another meal that I have to buy for you guys so you get access. What I will do is I'll either send it to everybody tonight or tomorrow in the tomorrow's stream. But you have my word, you will get it. Well, as long as Yuli does mind giving it to me, you will get it tomorrow by tomorrow. Yeah, sure, no problem whatsoever.
Just a beer, you are cheap, man.
You're cheap,
had
man.
high expectations. Look at him. I mean, he has like a private robot assistant. You can see in the camera right here. I mean,
Yeah,
come on,
absolutely.
let's get some more stuff out of David. I take the couch. This one.
Did you say it again? Guys, it was a pleasure being with you guys here. Just at the 5 minutes. There was a couple of questions on Trigger Trade. Okay. Fantastic. Guys, thank you very much for joining us once again. Sorry that sometimes it's a bit on and off. We're trying to work things out as we go along. Very much do enjoy being here. We're here to answer any questions. If there is any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Otherwise, we will leave you to your evening and we'll
It's
see you
just
tomorrow.
like live TV, guys. Anything can happen. Nothing
Anything
is
can
moderated.
happen, yeah.
No.
Oh, we got M-Flag, YouTube. Thank you very much, mate, for joining us on YouTube. If you want to chat, you're welcome in the Discord as well. Thanks, guys. Pleasure being here. Yeah, if you want any help at all, we'll be in Discord as well. Thank you to everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Vlad, William, Yuli, have a wonderful evening.
Thank you,
Take care,
guys.
guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.